Every year, thousands of children come into foster care alone and scared. Lawyers for Children is there for us.
When I went into care, I was 16 years old, and my daughter was 1.5. Being in foster care, you really don't have a lot of people that listen to you. Before coming in and really being with Lawyers for Children, I was like, what am I gonna do? I was lost.
Well, our job is to listen to our clients and to help them to feel heard and to feel a part of the process in court. And I think this is a population that is often overlooked, that is often not heard.
When Lawyers for Children began 30 years ago, we had 3 people in the office and 36 clients. We have 60 staff members now, representing over 3,000 children every year in over 6,000 court proceedings. From the beginning, the model was, in every case, we had to have an attorney and a social worker as advocates for every single child.
Before I go into court, I've sat down and met with the social worker, and we've discussed the client's needs and the client's position and the best way to advocate for our client in court.
Our attorneys and social workers really have one shared goal: to protect every child's right to a safe place to call home. It doesn't matter if it's an infant suffering abuse or a teen who needs our help. We listen and we respond. And it's our experience on these individual cases that helps us to identify the system-wide failures that we can then address through large-scale impact litigation and legislative change.
Our youth advocates are young people who are really our frontline resources for our clients. They're able to engage them and connect with them because of their youth and their own experiences in ways that, we as attorneys and social workers may not always be able to.
I was in care from the age of 6 to 13.
I was in foster care from the age of 5 to 18.
The support that we provide for our clients, it ranges from getting a New York State ID to going to a high school graduation, or actually going with a young person up to college.
I came into contact with Lawyers for Children my junior year in November of 1996 due to my mom just not being home.
Darren was one of my, as a young attorney at Lawyers for Children, he was one of my first cases.
One of my family members who lived out of state at the time wanted to take me in. I didn't want that. Nobody really wanted to listen. I think the city just wanted to do what was the easiest for them.
This was his base. His education was very important to him, and that's what we continually advocated throughout his time in care.
They kept going up against the city of New York, who clearly wanted to ship me away. That would have been the simplest and easiest route.
When a child has a voice and when they feel that they're important, they are invested in their own outcomes.
They believed in me that as long as I stayed true to my education and stayed true to myself, that things were gonna work out okay. I could have been a way different person than I am.
I'll do these things with our young people so they can see, you know what, I'm in foster care, but what does that mean? I still have choices. I still can be whatever it is that I'd like to be.
Not ever having a person that has done that for them, and then having Lawyers for Children be that presence and letting them know you have potential, you have the ability to change, you have the ability to change yourself, you have the ability to do well in the world. I think that really sticks with them.
I appreciated, Lawyers for Children stepping up and being my voice. In terms of articulating that to the city of New York. And the city of New York listened.
This is when the cycle breaks, when somebody says, you're not part of a system, you're not part of a long line, we're listening to you because you're an individual and what happens to you matters.
I tell my clients that all the time. Look, it's not you're in foster care, that's it. You're gonna be on public assistance all your life. It doesn't have to be like that. You can go to college. That's one thing that was always embedded in me, and I constantly remind my clients that no one is better than you.
When you come for Lawyers for Children, you feel a joy, like if you're in family, that everybody treats you nice. I feel at home.
Lawyers for Children, protecting the rights of children in foster care since 1984.